Good morning, everybody. Oh, YouTube is being shown. Interesting. We'll probably have to remove that. So anyone that's on YouTube, just know that you're probably going to be out of here once the case releases. So, and again, the only reason for that is spoilers. Definitely ace. Thanks. Yeah, every time we keep the chat for YouTube, somebody spoils it. Every time. I have never done a YouTube stream where someone does not spoil it on YouTube. Shouldn't be laggy here. Yeah, we could use sponsor chat only. Yeah, let's try that then. Let me see what I can do. Let's see. Oh. Alright, anyways, let me get back to the live stream. So I think I might have fixed it. We'll see. Oh, Jack Archer would probably be one of my favorites. Yep, we're waiting for a new case. Member only mode. So YouTube is having issues in terms of displaying. Let me know if Twitch is. Nope. Good morning, Joe. Man, I would really love YouTube to be able to post, but it's just not happening. Tutti Frutti Chai Tea. It's an interesting combination. What's up, Oblivion? Oh, Shiny, what's up? You weren't here in the last time I was here. Oh, goodness. Yeah, Raina. So yeah, so it's lagging, but it must just be on YouTube. Oh, Tim Goss. Yeah, I've stopped playing Golf Clash. So hey, Anime, thanks for switching over to Twitch. It's much easier to do it here. Hey, Kelly. Ashley, how's it going? Hey, Anime Fiend. Thanks for following. Thanks for coming over from YouTube as well. I appreciate that. Alright, so still no... Yeah, I was so surprised the last week it got life. That's pretty shocking. Oh, you know what I have to do actually? I have to get some cash. There we go. This is a nice one, shiny. I like that ocean one. What's the weather like? Still 105, or around the hundreds. We had some pretty good monsoons, but it's looks like the monsoons are slowing down. Damn, these jokes are always horrible. And they're always amazing. They're dad jokes. Ooh. 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 Well, yeah, but Australia, I think it's like the opposite of what we're at. I mean, we're just exiting summer. Palm tree, I like it. I like that one. Asian games. What's Asian games? What am I missing? I'm pretty excited for the NFL regular season. Isn't it coming up soon? Dude, I'm actually really excited for Misty Grove, but I'm kind of also interested in University. I want to see what it was like, because University, in my opinion, was how Criminal Case really turned. Criminal Case really made a Oh, perfect. It's here. Alright, let's do this. Oh, let's see, this doesn't look like it's exactly centered. Alright, let's do this. Mark gets it. Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88, we are back. My criminal case on Facebook. Let's head over to Misty Grove, where we have Rupert infiltrating. Ace, it's a relief to have Dr. Emerson behind bars, not only for killing the mayor, but also for releasing those demon fish into the Grimsboro River. Those fish are gone for good now, but can we breathe easy just yet? Rupert's been under the dome for 3 days. He's undercover as a British meteorite expert, Mortimer Pickering. With him on the inside, we're bound to find out more about the meteorite dream life has been hiding. I just hope he never breaks character and... Oh no, to call from Rupert. He must be using that communication device we put into his watch. Ace, I can't talk long, but there's been a murder under the dome. You must come quickly. See you soon. He looks very convincing. A murder under the dome? This is our chance to get in there, Ace. Dreamlife can't deny us entry to the dome if we have a warrant to investigate a murder. They most certainly cannot. We're getting into the dome at last, but you mustn't compromise Rupert's cover story. Yeah, how in the world are we going to get in there? That seems kind of sketchy that we're going to be able to get in there. Oh well. Stop. You can't come in here. Grimsboro PD, we received an anonymous tip that there's a dead body on the premises. Yes, a body has been found on the platform, but the situation is under control. This is not your jurisdiction. Well, actually, the dome is in the district of Misty Grove, which is part of Grimsboro, so this murder investigation will be handled by Secret Agent Ace and myself. Well, I'm calling my boss to see what we can do with you. I report to Rosetta Pierre for all matters of internal dome security, so you're going to be in big trouble. Well, go ahead. Miss Pierre and the Grimsboro PD go way back. In the meantime, we're going to start our investigation. Interesting. Oh yeah, and about last week, oh my gosh, last week was nuts. So Wednesday I had a bunch of work done on my teeth. I was on Novocaine, lots bad. You also had Tiny sick, and the junior was sick with a double ear infection, and he broke out in hives. So he, oh my gosh, it looked like he had chicken pox. It was very bad. It was all over his body. It was pretty rough. We went to the doctors like 4 or 5 times last week with him, and so I had just asked Kian to step in for me, because I was like, I have gotten almost 0 sleep, and it would be really nice for me to just get some sleep. And I stayed up a little bit. Hologram and a rocket. There's a rocket. Where's the hologram? There we go. So I ended up, because that night I think I ended up going to bed at like 10 o'clock, and then I woke up at 2 o'clock because little one was awake and not feeling good. So yeah, I saw the case. So I rewatched it, just watching him do it basically on my own time. I think Kian did a good job. Ace, it looks like there's a little city here under the dome. Look at all these buildings and sciencey structures. You really have to wonder what's going on around here, but apparently it includes murder, like Rupert said. Look at the marks on this man's face, and the ripped off tie. It looks like there was a fight and he was electrocuted. And would you look at the new state of that security camera? You're right. The killer must have destroyed it. Can you get the pieces back together? Hey, Secret Agent A. Security warned me you were here. I assure you Dreamlife can run its own investigation into this murder. Wait, that man is Fred Drucker. He was my most promising manager. All the more reason to talk to you, Miss Pierre. Let's have a little chat and see what's going on here. Yeah, we get our little way to get inside. I love it. I love it. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys later. I've got to grab a bunch of stars. Pitching Ace 88. Au revoir. We are all okay now. Tiny, the hives have finally retracted. So I think yesterday you could still see some, but they were very faint. And then, so we're hoping today that they're almost completely gone. And he went to the doctors yesterday for a follow-up. And the heck's a magpie? Okay, it's a bird. Did not know that. And the doctor said he has the ear infection subsided, so he's finally good on the ear infection as well. So, I think the mark's definitely a clue. So, and both boys were in fairly good spirits yesterday. So that's a huge positive. So we think that they're finally getting better. Both of them. KFC, if you do want to come back, it's not going to be 10 minutes. Come back in like 15, 20 minutes and I'll finish off chapter 1. Because I'm going to get 3 of these. Each one of these takes me about, I think, 5-10 minutes. Much better for now. I mean, they're kids, they get sick. Let's see, sprocket. Why can't I find a helicopter? Or an axe? There's a helicopter. Welding mask up there. And an axe. Where is the axe? Oh, up here. Oh man, Leo, you missed us sneaking our way into Dream Life. So it looks like we're finally getting into Dream Life. Arrow. I don't know where an arrow is. Oh, there it is. Perfect. So how's everyone else doing? Everything else going well? I mean, summertime is ending, so how many people are going back to school? I would agree, Ashley. Rupert was not someone... I actually liked Amir a little bit more than Rupert, but I don't know. Now I'm kind of liking Rupert a little bit more. I still think I like Amir better, though. There's the dinosaur. No, I'm not getting 45 stars in any cases. There's no point there's no point now. The only point before that it mattered was in order to get pets, but it takes forever to get the pets up, and that took a lot of time, and that was pre being married and pre kids, where I had time to do all that stuff. I don't have that much time these days. That was back when I could be selfish about myself, and I'm no longer selfish about myself. Most of my time is dedicated to the kids or to the missus, making sure that they're happy, and I'm working hard to provide for them. I like to think I'm a good dad. I wouldn't say like, you know, too much above average, but I think I'm an alright dad. I would just say that I do my best to be as good as possible. You know, it's all about sacrifice, man. Hey, CPI, how's it going? Don't recognize your name, CPI. Are you relatively new? Coming over from YouTube? Uju. I think those are burn marks, for sure. What's up, CPI? I had a feeling you had been a follower, but it's good to have you here. Thanks for the follow. Oh yes, I was very selfish. You realize when you get older that that when you were younger, everyone that's younger is selfish. But I mean, that's a good thing. It's not that that's a bad thing. But yeah, you're totally way more selfish as a kid and a younger person, for sure. Holy crap! Once you become an adult and get responsibilities and have other people counting on you, yeah, it changes, man. It wouldn't change it though. It's pretty awesome. Oh, Harold, why are you leaving Twitch? Laboratory. I like it. I like it. CPI. Coming in hot. Joined and throwing out his dad jokes. Gotta love it. Wow. Why am I screwing this up so much? There we go. Dream Life reminds me of a little bit of oh my gosh, what's that place on World Edition? Oh my World Edition, what the heck were they called? Why am I drawing a blank on this? Oh my gosh, who were they? Oh my gosh, somebody tell me. World Edition, what were they called? Oh, Sombra, sorry. No, CPI, never quit. Because it's not about the, districts, it's about the whole thing. Wow, Floor, totally forgot. Gone for a week and you always forget. Gone for a week and I'm already forgotten. Hey, I deserve it. Shoot, I don't even see Shield here. Where's Shield? Is Shield on? Rupert's alive. Rosetta Pierre is not happy that we're investigating her. And we don't, I mean, the victim isn't someone that we know yet. Yeah, Rosetta's never, you're right, Rosetta is never happy. Yeah, there's a reason RoboCat is used by most of the top people that are playing, or the people that have been playing the longest. Because it gives you XP, but it also gives you stars, and those are all very important when you're grinding as much as we do. There we go. Sweet. Yeah, let me see. I forget what the pet does. Yeah, points. Points are just important because we all use energy and stuff, and to get points fill up faster is generally something that's preferred. CPI, if you keep pretending to do spoilers or you have spoilers, you're gonna get banned, just to let you know. So. Thank you. Thank you, Floor. I was gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, but he kept alluding to knowing all the stuff about what was going on, so we don't need that here. We do not need that here. It doesn't show them banned, but it does generally remove their chat. There we go. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Ain't nobody got time for full screen. Alright, let's do this. Umbrella. Map. Oh, so we definitely go get inside. That's good. Where's the umbrella, guys? Help me out, help me out. Pile of books. Backpack. Lightning bolt. Punching wall. Oh, there's the umbrella. Now, where's the lightning bolt? Ceiling fan. It's up here. Smoking. Alright, where's lightning bolt? Alright, anybody see lightning bolt? Let me know. Norway sounds like fun. I totally wish I had face cam back then. It would be awesome. Alright, where's the flag? There's flag. Keyboard. Thermometer. Lightning bolt. Still don't know where the lightning bolt is. Oh, there's lightning bolt. VR headset. French fries. Scarf. Oh, there's the scarf up there. Thanks, Villain Gamer. Well, I know some of the other people that don't do it, their English is not as great, so I understand why they don't necessarily do it, because they don't feel as comfortable. Because honestly, this game in the States is not that big of a game. It's more of a popular game outside of the United States. Oh, not bad, not bad. We're doing pretty good. Oh, A1 CPI. No, he created another account. So if he says anything here, then we ban him again. But there will be absolutely no spoiling, or you get banned. No questions asked. And you don't get to come back in. It's just the rules. It's always been the rules. We don't change. for a gumball machine, but I don't see it. That's kind of tripping me up a little bit. Where's the gumball machine? How come we can't see that? How come it's not like popping up to me? Above the bin. Okay, in the center above the bin. Alright, I'll take a look at it. Above the bin. Oh, there it is. Thanks, guys. Wow, I would not have seen that for the longest time. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Clicked, gosh darn it. That's a waste. Doing pretty well though. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. That was one of my best performances right there. That was one of my best. That was nice. That's the best. Oh, good. I'm even first. Cool. I was going to say that is by far the best. That was one. I was on point on that one. Oh my goodness. Okay, I got to take a little bit of a breather. That was intense. I felt very good about that. It's got to be one of my better scores for that. Okay, now I don't care what I get. But that one, I was like holding my breath. Too slow. Yeah, see, now it's good. Alright guys, we are about ready to head off to finish off chapter 1. Alright. Oh, cool floor. Do you think that after 3 years, you could be doing something even more special than just taking you out? Alrighty, let's do this to finish off chapter 1. Alright, on your mark, get set, go. Alright folks, Pacini's 88, we are back. We grabbed some stars, so let's talk to Rosetta, who is super happy to see us. Look, Secret Agent Ace. Whatever delusions you're entertained about being able to investigate on the dome, you can't stay here. You have to go away for your own safety. The public has to stay away on account of radiation, and so do you. Miss Pierre, you're not fooling us. We know that this radiation is harmless. It's just an excuse you've been using to keep people away. Besides, we know you're lying. You aren't protecting yourself or any of the people who live and work here. Well, if you want to risk your life, suit yourself. Just don't come crying to me later. Well, speaking of crying, you seem quite shocked about Fred Drucker's murder. Was he someone special to you? Well, you could say Fred was my management protege. I had such high hopes for him. There'd never been a single incident under the dome before now. How could this have happened? Ooh, you're slacking. Well, yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out, Miss Pierre. Can you tell us what Mr. Drucker was doing on the platform? Was it a place he normally worked? Honestly, I have no idea what he was doing there. I just saw him in the company recreation room about an hour ago. If you don't mind showing us the way to that rec room, we'll go have a look. Alright, so this is a security camera. There we go. Hey, so you fixed the security camera. The killer must have destroyed to prevent their crime from being recorded. I think we'll have to take a look at that camera. Let's go get her. Great. Are we going to see Rupert on the security camera? That's not going to be good. Hey, to be fair, I wasn't around last week and somebody died, so just saying. Alright, so poster stand right here. Satchel. Boom. So this is a recreation room. Looks like a dream life is making sure that their scientists want for nothing. The dome really is like a micro world, and this is where all the people cooped up here get their entertainment. Anyway, good eye, Ace. That back does have the victim's name on it. We need to get that thing open. And according to this sign, there's a billiards tournament here. Even if it's fake, it looks like the victim won. Let's test it to see who he beat. Oh dear. Billiards, man. That could be a plot twist. That could be a plot twist. I could be actually the murderer. We'll see. We'll see how it all turns out. I mean, it's like when we watched, Mrs. and I were just talking about it. The thing with Angela Lansbury, I forget. But, the show that she was in for so long. Murder, She Wrote. That's what it was. But Murder, She Wrote, it went on for so many seasons, and she was always the mainstay. It was a town of like, I think Murder, She Wrote, it was a town of supposed to be like 500 people or less, and yet throughout the course of the show, there were like 400 murders. It's like, how is that even possible? Anyways, you've got the victim's bad open Ace. Now let's have a look through the contents. I just remember that someone like had a fan theory that Angela Lansbury's character was actually the murderer, and she's just setting all these other people up. Because it was impossible to explain logically how that all worked. Ooh, Pickering. He beat Pickering. Well, according to that sign, the victim played against Mortimer Pickering in the Dome Billiards tournament. Aces are a chance to speak with Rupert without attracting suspicion. Since he's called in the murder, he's probably waiting for us. Let's go see this Mortimer Pickering and ask him about the victim. Rupert in disguise. I love how they keep telling me that he's in disguise. It's like, I get it. You know, we kind of came up with that idea. I mean, we didn't really come out with the idea. He kind of came up with the idea, but we're working with him. That's interesting. What is that thing you found in the victim's bag? Is some kind of map? Well, I wasn't far off. It's an emergency evacuation plan. It was designed by architect Dan Skrafinski. Well, if we're lucky, the victim worked with this Skrafinski guy. We better have a little talk with him. He's got a rash too. What do you got to say for yourself, Mortimer? Oh, hello, officers. How can I help you? Perhaps we can move over to that corner to talk undisturbed. Let's keep it quick just in case. How are you holding up? Not too much stress being undercover? I hope no one suspects anything. No, I'm fine. I'll find a way to talk to you properly later. I hear you found the victim. Yes, do you have an inside scoop on Drucker? Did you know him? We saw he beat you in the billiards tournament. Drucker was management. He wasn't directly involved in research, but he had his fingers in many pies. Apparently he was very close to Rosette. People are coming. I must go. Good luck, Ace. Very close to Rosetta. Ah, so you think maybe there was a little, Officers, isn't my dome beautiful? And what's more, it's highly functional. I'm so glad outsiders can marvel at my creation. Wait, so you're the guy who designed this entire dome? Ah, yes, my best project ever, and a true testament to my innate talent. Well, since you're so welcoming to outsiders, would you tell us what is that Dream Life is doing with the meteorite under the dome? Oh, well, they've got all sorts of marvelous projects, I'm sure. That's not my shtick. I just take care of my baby. Right. Well, you must be alarmed that there was a murder inside your creation. Someone killed Fred Drucker. What an emergency evacuation plan you designed among his belongings. Did you know him well? Fred Drucker was a good kid, but I barely knew him. I'm not HR after all. Besides, all employees have a copy of that emergency evacuation plan. Okay, we'll be sure to contact you with further questions if we have any. Interesting. I mean, that is true. Everybody should have an evacuation plan. It's not necessarily abnormal. Hey, so what's it like under the Dream Life dome? What kind of tech do they have? I mean, I know Dream Life are up to no good, but I'm really curious about the dome. Well, I can't say we've uncovered all of their secrets at this point, Kathy. Besides, we've got the murder to solve. Oh yeah, about that. I examined the camera you sent me, but the circuits were too damaged. Not a pixel of footage remained. So the killer must have destroyed the camera for that very reason. I really hope we get some evidence. Though I couldn't access the footage, I noticed traces of some kind of strange powder on the camera, so I sent the powder to Amir. He said the sample was a mix of B6 riboflavin. Basically, it's a multivitamin powder. So the killer must have left traces of the multivitamin powder on the security camera when they broke it. Well, Ace, it seems like the killer is taking multivitamin powder to stay in the pink, but I'd rather see them in the orange. Well, Ace, is the dome everything you expected it to be? I'd say it's like being under a glass dome full of mysteries. Now, what have you found out about the victim? We were exactly on the money for the cause of death. This man died from electrocution. Judging by the markings, the killer must have held a stun gun to the victim's neck. That said, the markings don't correspond with any stun gun made available in the retail market. This one was homemade. It appears that the killer used standard AC power plug for the prongs that would carry the current. You need to keep an eye out for a do-it-yourself weapon. And since the killer made the stun gun themselves, it's safe to say that they have more than a passing knowledge of electronics. Okay, so the killer's into electronics. Well, they better watch their step. Get it, Ace? Oh, man. Jones is into the dad jokes just like Chad is. Ace, I still can't believe that we finally made it under Dream Life's dome. Rupert went in undercover a few days ago. I hope we'd be able to gather information, but he's already done one better. He gave us a tip to march in with a warrant to solve a murder. When Fred Drucker, the management protege of Rosetta Pierre, was electrocuted, hopefully while solving this murder, we'll uncover some of the dome's secrets. Miss Pierre is clearly afraid of that very thing, because she tried her best to evict us from here. Meanwhile, I met the dome's architect, who claims he has no idea what the dome is being used for. As if. At least Rupert seems to be settling well into his undercover mission as Pickering. So far, we haven't seen any hint of this meteorite they're hiding in here somewhere, but... Hey, Secret Agent Ace, there you are. I've been looking for you. I've been assigned as your security detail. Oh, what? You're not going anywhere without me now. Nice. Nice. That'll be fun. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in Chapter 2. Chicken 88. Over and out. Okay. Cool. So I gotta grab some, Alright, so let's do this. It's okay, Floor. See you, Floor. Well, I'm not seeing any drop frames on my side, so if any of you guys are experiencing lag, it's most likely on your end or on the client, so either YouTube or Twitch. But yeah, right now I'm actually streaming very, very well. There's been 0 drop frames this whole time. Oh, Sailor, you're on this case? Cool. This is always my favorite one to do, is this one. Wherever this location is, because I've already done the time attack trial, and once you do the time attack trial, you figure out where everything is. Aw, misclick. What a, oh, 2 misclicks. That's not good. That was not good at all. And of course they're gonna give me XP. Yep. They knew that I messed up. They're like, ah, we never give you XP, but we're gonna give it to you right now because we know you messed up. No, not much. Mortimer's obviously a suspect. Rosetta is. There's an architect of the dome, and he's a suspect. And Yes, and Raina's right. We have a the bodyguard that we met at the beginning who's going to follow us around everywhere we go. So they can't necessarily kick us out because we have a warrant, but they're going to make our lives as difficult as humanly possible. So, I mean, it's kind of a fair trade-off. I'm fine with that. Which Pokemon game's coming out in November? Oh, I get so much energy because I cashed in all of my hamburgers that I've gained on all the cases leading up to this. Ooh, Lab 15J. Interesting. In terms of Pokemon game, I don't have a gaming system anymore. So I most likely will not be playing any game unless it comes out on a mobile device. What's up, Cal? 201. I did play Walking Dead. I think I played the first 3 episodes, and then I think I started... I think at that exact time, I think I was starting to date the missus. And when I was dating the missus, my channel took a hit because it was more enjoyable to date her than to play video games. So... it's still kind of true, to be honest. It's more fun to spend time with my kids or the missus than play video games. Let's go Pikachu and let's go Eevee. Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting. Hey, what's up, Jack? Thanks for following. I have a feeling that once my kids get a little bit older, I'll get right back into gaming. But for right now, they're too little to game. And to game without them is... The missus is sleeping, man. It's 2:15 in the morning here. I don't think I'll ever stop playing Criminal Case. I mean, whenever they stop making it, for sure. There's not really another game out there that I'm enjoying playing outside of this. So... what am I missing? There it is. Crystals. Oh, Reed, what game don't your parents allow you to play? Well, this is the only time. Well, one, the case gets released at this point, so that's definitely a plus as to why I do this. But secondly, this is the only time I get to play. Because new follower, Crash Cab, nice. Thanks for that. Thanks for the follow. Just with the kids and stuff, I just don't have time during the day. And you guys have seen the additional investigation when I try and record with them. They're just crazy. They're just nuts. Hey, there are a lot of people that have kids and are still into video games. Um, it's just not. It's just not my priority. But other people can balance it, you know? I'm not doing too bad. There we go. We're doing pretty good here, honestly. I mean, for the case being released a little bit late. Whoa, what am I missing? Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh man, Club Penguin, man. Back in the day, I played Club Penguin. What? Where is Club Penguin at these days? I can't even remember the progression system on Club Penguin. I thought when I played it, it was just like a place to just kick back and chill. Nice, not bad, not bad. We're doing well. Oh yeah, whenever I do that, I just do it. There it is, okay. Alright, let's start chapter 2. Your mark is set. Alright folks, Virginia's Idiot, we are back. Play Control Case on Facebook. Let's head on to chapter number 2. We found it under Dream Life's dome, and we now have a tail. Yep. Yep. More costume. It's Bellany. Oh! If you're gonna follow us, that means that we are gonna interrogate you. Nice. Suck it. Miss Bellany, how exactly did one of the dome staffers men end up dead on your watch? I failed my duty to protect, and a man died because of my failure. But if he hadn't always gone wandering around like an idiot, maybe this wouldn't have happened. Wandering around? Wasn't Drucker a high-level manager? Couldn't he walk wherever he liked? Well, there was a limit even to his clearance. I caught Drucker tons of times in non-authorized areas. Last time I told him it was a final warning, or I'd build an electronic tracker for him. He told me it wouldn't happen again, but now look. Well, and where did you catch him last time? Lab 15J. I suppose you'll want to have a look there too? Well, you suppose right, if you could point us in the direction of Lab 15J. Let me take my multivitamin powder real quick, and I'll walk you over to the lab. This is crazy. This chick's crazy. Yeah, we definitely can't speak about Mortimer with her around for sure. Oh, there's a clue. Face scanner, that's gotta be it. Tie, and then where's the sneaker? There it is. I don't suppose you can tell us what the Dream Life researchers are working on in this lab, Agent Bellamy. Obviously not, Secret Agent Ace. It's confidential, and you're here to solve a murder, not snoop on Dream Life. Well, of course. Well, luckily we found some clues. That blackboard looks pretty low tech. But look, someone wrote a threat to the victim on it. Stay in your own lane, Fred, or else you'll be shocked. You're right, Ace. Given how the victim died, the shock must refer to electrocution. That threat was written by the killer. We better get a sample of stuff used to write that threat. That's a face scanner, right? Wow, this dome place really does have all the cutting-edge technology. Well, scanners are a routine security measure in all labs. It's procedure. Well, police procedure says we must unlock the scanner to see if there's anything on it relevant to the murder. I'm not sure I can... Darn it, I gotta get this. Hello. Ace, well, she's distracted. Let's take these clues back to the station and examine them in peace. Yeah, it's clues. You can't tell us no. It's just strong armor. Alright, so what did they write this with? I guess is the real question. You got a good sample from the blackboard found that Dream Life. Well, let's get to a mirror. Let's do it. Let's do it. This and this and this. Ooh, nice. That's pretty good. Great, Ace. You unlocked the face scanner. This appears to be the last person who came into Lab 15J. There's no name, but he's listed as whatever. You're right. We can't run the face in our database and get a name. Oh, we can do that. Yeah. Nope. Ernesto Vega. According to the database, the most recent user of the face scanner was a certain Ernesto Vega. says here's a scientist, so Lab 15J must be where he does his research, and the victim was loitering in his lab. I wonder what Ernesto Vega thought about that. Let's go ask him, and if we run into Agent Bellamy, so be it. I love it, I love it, I love it. I love that we have a tail. That just makes it so much more fun. Mr. Vega, we have reason to believe that Fred Drucker was murdered earlier today was snooping around your lab. First off, it's Dr. Vega. Whoa. Second, Fred Drucker was providing inside oversight for my research, but he wasn't supposed to be here when I wasn't here. It's my lab. Those management types, they never trust people to do what they were hired to do. He even scolded me for keeping my multivitamin powder in my lab instead of my living quarters, as if I couldn't know what was safe to have in my lab. It seems you found the victim to be a bit of a pain. In the geological timescale, it's just a minor annoyance. Well, speaking of geology, does your research by any chance involve the meteorite? Well, I have to stop you there. I know I must cooperate with the police with the murder, but I'm not authorized to discuss anything else. These guys are, tight ship. I like it. They're not doing anything. Hey, Ace, what's going on under the dome? Is Rupert alright? Rupert seems fine and is settling in as Mortimer Pickering. As for the dome, they've got everything. Science, labs, security agents intent on dodging our steps, billiard tables to entertain their employees. Well, funny you should mention billiards, since the killer's choice of writing material wasn't normal chalk. Gotcha. It's a substance that you use to chalk the business ends of a billiard cue. So with the threat mentioning the cause of death written in billiard cue chalk, I think we can go ahead and say the killer plays billiards. Well, the billiards-loving killer doesn't know is that they're way behind the 8-ball. If we don't get moving, we will be too. Let's revisit the crime scene, and if Agent Bellamy tries to glue herself to us again, I'll have some words for her. I can't wait for Jones to get a little high and mighty. That'll be kind of fun. Alright, here we go, here we go. What do we got? What do we got? Satellite dishes back here. Toolbox, that's obviously there. Where's the cap? Water tower, radar, and a poster. Nice. Work harder and be like me. It's a little self-absorbed. Look at this motivational poster, Ace. You're right. That's the victim's face on it. Caption says, work harder and be like me. That seems a little, that could rub people the wrong way for sure. There's also some weird brown stuff in the poster. I'll let you get a sample of that. Nice catch, Ace. There could be a useful clue in that toolbox. Let's dig in. Alright, so what's in? It actually looks creepy AF right there. Maybe you should examine the brown particles you cleared from the poster on the microscope, Ace. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. There we go, we found the victim's phone. I don't know what the phone was doing in the toolbox, Ace, but we don't even know how to unlock it. It shows a photo of the victim, so it must be his. Let's get this phone to Kathy. Alright, so we got 1, 2. These shapes I'm not doing a good job of identifying for sure. Ooh, molding clay, interesting. So they're not chunks collected from the victim's poster of the victim were clay. I didn't see any pottery wheels under the dome. I get it, special modeling clay, and it's used by architects. Well, we met one architect, but he said he barely knew Drucker. We're going to go have a chat with Skrafinski and find out why he insulted the victim. Although I will say that Skrafinski is an amazing name. What's up, Skrafinski? We're not quite sure what you meant by calling Fred Drucker an arrogant idiot, especially since you claim to barely know him. Alright, you got me. I didn't like the guy, but I had my reasons. One day that loser just shows up in my dome like he owns the place. He had to be seen everywhere. He had to look like he was in charge of everything, or the dome would crumble. He even stole my weekly billiards game with Rosetta, that little jerk. But I built this dome, me. I even designed the electrical structure. I was even the one who recommended my multivitamin powder for all staff, and made it possible for them to get plenty of sunlight. Everybody here is pretty grateful for that, let me tell you. Everyone except for that schmuck. Well, that paints you in quite a different picture, Mr. Skravinski. Stay put, we may be seeing you again. I created this heaven on earth, and you tell me to stay put? Where else would I rather be? Well, you may be out in jail, and we remove you from this place. I mean, that's kind of what I'm leaning more towards right now, honestly. Hey Ace, the phone you found did belong to the victim, and I wouldn't have wanted to be in his shoes even before he was fired. His phone is full of menacing messages from Miss Pierre. Uh-oh. Yikes, that's not good. Death threats? Not quite that bad, but the emails read like they were written by a Marine drill sergeant. Very exacting. Miss Pierre even threatened to fire him if he stirred her vitamin powder drinks counterclockwise. Well, Ace, if this is how she treated her protege, I don't want to know if she treats someone she doesn't like. We need to confront Miss Pierre about these emails. Interesting. So Miss Pierre is a little bit of a control freak and an annoying person. I would never have guessed. Never. Seems so shocking to me. She seems so delightful every time we talk to her. Hey, Miss Pierre, we found Fred Drucker's phone, and we had a look at the emails you sent him. It's a weird way to treat your protege. Well, if you really must know, Fred had been slacking lately. I had to put pressure on him. Well, this was a bit more than pressure, Miss Pierre. Well, excuse me for having high standards. Fred used to work hard, but lately he started asking for evenings off. I don't tolerate anything but 100% commitment. Your reputation has taken some hit in recent months, Miss Pierre, at least with the Grimsboro PD. Well, remind me to build a robot police force that won't waste time having opinions. It would be nice to solder some motherboards again. Ooh. So she's a software and hardware. That's pretty good. Ace, the longer we're under the dome, the more it seems like tensions run high around here. It seems like Fred Drucker wasn't the most popular guy, though we still don't know who built the do-it-yourself stun gun to electrocute him. Both Rosetta Pierre and Dan Skrafinski had issues with Drucker, but then again, there's Ernesto Vega, the first scientist we met under the dome. He worked with a victim, though he's refused to tell us what the work entailed. He's also been about as unhelpful as a dome internal security agent, Barb Bellamy, who tried to glue herself to our side to prevent us from snooping too much. What's going on, Ace? Seriously, Ace, I told you not to walk around the dome without me. You need to get to a safe place now. Do they have, like, security measures? Like, what the heck is going on? Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in Chapter 3. It's been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out. Alright. Let's grab some stars. Oh, man. Give me a second. crap, I keep hitting play full screen. Uh-oh. Oh, is it because I went to full screen? Alright, anyway, back there. Is that a cage? Oh, that's a cage. Hey, VBM. I'm getting stuck on the thermometer. I don't know where that is. Oh, that's a thermometer. Lab 15J. Wonder how many labs we're gonna see. Probably a lot. doing not too shabby. We're doing not too shabby right now. Well, the one thing about Rosetta Pierre is my guess is she's very, very smart. She's young, but she's probably very, very smart. But because of that, that could make it so that she's a little odd at times. Crimson Order, man. We get them back, that would be crazy. Oh, is that not an, oh, that's an envelope, gosh darn it. What the heck's that? That's probably just a... No, I do not. But that's like a few months away. I'm excited about this district. Because to me, this is what a lot of this has been building up to. And we're definitely cruising on this. Love it, babushka doll. Skull, headphones, and butterfly, nest, banana peel. There we go. And you guys spoil, you get banned for life. Don't want to do that. Either way, you guys spoil, you guys are gonna get banned. Now the victim was a manager. Basically like the second in command to Rosetta Pierre. Anything with the word spoiling in it is considered a spoiler, yes. Just don't even have those words on the chat at all. No point. No point. Let's focus on the case that we're in right now and enjoy it. Yeah, I mean honestly, if there were spoilers, I would just stop recording. And I'd stop streaming. I don't gain that much more stuff from this, so what I may do if people continue to spoil is I would just do something to where I don't stream anymore. I just record the videos, get my genuine reactions out of them, and then upload. Alright, we're probably like less than 5 minutes away from finishing off chapter 3. Alright, I'll use hopefully we can do this, that way we can just get all of our points right here. Hey Anthony, thanks for the follow. Marconi got out on good behavior. Alright, cool. Let's start on chapter 3. Alright, Mark, get set. Go. Alright, folks, Genius88, we are back. Like Colonel Case on Facebook. Let's head on to chapter number 3. Hey, it's the longer we're under the dome, the more it seems like tensions run high around here. Oh yeah, we got an alarm. Let's see if they're go now. Hey Ace, what do you think is going on? Agent Belling better get back here soon and give us an explanation. Seems to have stopped suddenly. What the heck was that? I can explain the alarm. It was a safety drill. I told you not to wander around without me. There are many hazardous materials under the dome, so a real emergency could occur at any time. And you didn't just conveniently stage that drill hoping you could scare us off? We'll do just fine without your company, Agent Bellamy. Fine, you can unlawfully refuse my protection, but for your own sakes, you better hurry up with this investigation and clear out. Hey, Dreamlife is definitely stepping up efforts to get rid of us, but they should know that you never quit until the killer is caught. Good point. We're already here in Lab 15J. We shouldn't waste any more time looking for clues. That's broken, obviously. What's the gift offer for the victim doing this lab? Why is it locked? Looks like you have to apply your special skills to open it. There's some torn paper. If your gut says to piece it back together, go for it. Hey, this murder is one of the many mysteries inside the dome, and Dreamlife won't keep us from solving it. Interesting. Hey, the torn paper is some kind of pie chart, and the victim's name is on it. I'll get your dusting kit for the rest of the information. Oh, brother. Hey, she got this new gift box open and there's a pacifier inside. Is this kind of a joke? There's no mention of Drucker having kids in his file. Perhaps Samir can explain this pacifier to help us find out something about the gift giver. Well, that's a very shady, like, picture, too. Okay, the pie chart's titled Reasons Why I'll Never Get This Stupid Project Done on Time. Fred Drucker was 77% of the problem, apparently. And since we found this pie chart in Dr. Vega's lab, my guess is he found the victim to be more than a minor annoyance. We were asked why why Fred Drucker was such a problem for him. Dr. Vega, we found your pie chart, but why was Fred Drucker 77% of why you wouldn't finish a stupid project? Man, I thought I got rid of that dumb chart. My answer is simple. Drucker was overseeing my work, as I said, but instead of making sure things ran smoothly, he caused problem after problem. He even threatened to reallocate my research assistants to other projects. He still wanted results on a deadline, no matter how many times I tried to explain to that twerp that scientific research doesn't work like that. But you know, I wasn't the only scientist around here who had a problem with the guy. You should talk to Mortimer Pickering. Really? Well, if you say we should speak with Dr. Pickering, then we will. But I don't think we haven't got our eyes on you anymore. Dr. Pickering, we've heard a rumor that you were not exactly friendly with Fred Drucker. Rumor, what's going on? Is it true you had trouble with the guy? Well, it's nothing, officer. It's only that I didn't appreciate the man's attempts at imitating my accent. He constantly teased me about being from across the pond. He also said that I was older and more boring than the rocks I studied, and he cheated at billiards. But I would never hurt anyone, Ace. You surely know this. Of course we do, but we're still worried to hear you had trouble with someone. Stay safe. Hello, Ace. I'll admit, this is one of the weirdest gifts I've ever analyzed. My guess is it was a joke gift. Well, I thought it crossed our minds, but we would give a pacifier to the victim. I'm not sure what was going on between these two, but there's only one set of prints on the gift. The prints of the pacifier belonged to a dome security officer named Barb Bellamy. Really? Bellamy popping up again. She seemed more interested in giving the victim warnings than gifts. Well, Ace, let's get back and grill Barb Bellamy to get the real story. Agent Bellamy, we need to know why on earth you would give a pacifier to Fred Drucker. What was going on? I gave Drucker a pacifier because he was such a big baby. After I gave him his final warning about wandering in the restricted area, I caught him having an unauthorized video chat with his mother. Personal communication with anyone outside the dome is strictly monitored, but that little mama's boy refused to respect the rules that apply to everyone in the dome. He disrespected the rules, he disrespected me, and he kept getting away with it. I could put up with him beating me at billiards, but not his total lack of respect for my authority. I wanted to humiliate him into behaving himself. Or maybe you wanted to make a preemptive strike against a troublemaker. You're climbing up our suspect list. Nah, she's going to be a thorn in our side, this whole thing. Ace, Miss Pierre's dead protege sure knew how to ruffle feathers. Even Rupert had problems with the guy, though I know he'd never hurt anyone. Seems like Bellamy was getting fed up with Drucker's disrespect, while Dr. Vega felt his research was being compromised. And to top it all off, we still haven't found the murder weapon. But you have an excellent point, Ace. This rec room would be a perfect place for the killer to have hidden it. We know they passed through here. Let's have another hard look around the rec room, Ace. We're bound to wrap up this case. Shoot. Classic crate. Alright, I could have done a lot better. Wow, thank you. I don't have to play another case. I can go straight on to the additional investigation. That worked out well. Case, you found the missing half of the victim's tie. What a score. The tie piece says have a weird stain on it. That stain must have been left by the killer when they tore it. We will need to get a sample. And you're right, there could be something hidden in that box of video game accessories. Dig in. I feel like we're right around the corner from an arrest, Ace. Let's do this. There's a stun gun. Where'd you find that box? It looks like some kind of homemade electronic device. Wait, you're right. Martine said the victim was electrocuted with a do-it-yourself stun gun. Do you think this could be it? Oh, I'm sure Rita could take a look at this device to check your theory. Let's send it to her. You sample the substance that the killer left behind on the victim's side. Let's get to a mirror, Ace. Well, I'm sure it's going to be like a rash cream. Man, I'm going to be happy to have Rupert back in the lab when this dome is over with. I have a lot on my plate. You can imagine. On that note, what did you find in the substance the killer left on the victim's tie? It was a rash cream. Yep. Just to be sure, as for Martine's autopsy report, the victim did not have a rash. Therefore, the killer must have left that rash cream on the victim's tie when they grabbed him to stun him. So the killer's a rash. Well, I hope they're ready to go to prison because that's an itch we can scratch. Ace, great sleuthing. This do-it-yourself stun gun is definitely the murder weapon. There's no mistake. And I compared it with the marking on the victim's neck and got a match. It's not the fanciest piece of machinery, but it'll electrocute a person, no problem. Did the killer leave any evidence behind on the weapon? Actually, they did. Either while they were making the weapon or while they were using it. Some fibers got caught in the plastic parts. Mary analyzed them and said that the fibers were Pima cotton, very fancy stuff used for button-down shirts usually. And the cotton was dyed a particular shade of blue, so whoever the killer is, they're wearing a blue shirt. Okay. Wearing a blue shirt. Well, at least we have all the evidence we need to arrest Fred Drucker's killer and learn more about the conflicts brewing under this dome. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's see. My guess is gonna be this guy. Yep. Because I don't think it's gonna be her. I mean, she's got everything, but she doesn't have the rash. That's right. Yep. Not surprising. Dan Stravinsky. Dan Stravinsky, you're under arrest for the murder of Fred Drucker. Who, me? You're joking. I know I had some issues with the guy, but come on. Well, you did have issues with the victim, and you made sure no one would see how bad those issues were. You left multivitamin powder on the security camera you destroyed. Well, that platform is an open space. Anyone in the dome might have destroyed that camera. But would that person also happen to have a rash? You left cream on yours on the victim's tie when you grabbed him. Well, everyone reports a skin reaction to something in the air recycling system. We're working on it. Well, good to know, but I'd be more interested in knowing how fibers from your blue shirt ended up on the stun gun used to electrocute Drucker. I knew I should have paid more attention when I got rid of that thing. Yes, I killed Fred Drucker, and boy did that jerk have it coming. Why? Were you fed up with his arrogance? Because that's no reason to kill a person. Drucker being a jerk I can handle, but he was going to tell Rosetta that I wasn't taking good enough care of my baby in my dome. It's nothing but lies, but it would have been his word against mine, and I know she would have believed him and fired me. And why would Drucker have tried to get you fired, Mr. Stravinsky. He wanted me out of the way so that Rosetta would put him in charge of the whole dome, my dome. Once he convinced her, I would be terminated, banished from my dome forever. In the end, that's going to happen anyway. You're under arrest. 15 years. Let me say, I'm going to say 15 years. Yeah, 15 years. Mr. Stravinsky, you are before this court charged with murder by electrocution of Fred Drucker. You even made the weapon yourself. Well, the weapon was easy peasy compared to the entire mini world I created at Dream Life. So you aren't contesting the charges against you? You don't understand. I couldn't just let Drucker banish me. Wow, Judge. I leave for a week and you life in 25 years. Something's changed. Very well. This court hereby sentences you to 25 years in prison. But who will take care of the dome? Who will take care of my creation? So the lead architect of the dome is locked up for murder in another structure now, and I'm sure the dome is safer for that. Sounds like it's a dog-eat-dog world in there, though. To think that competition for Rosetta's favor ended up in one top figure killing another. Alright, well. We need someone to ban. But right now we're gonna get rid of Twitch chat. Anyway, now we can return to bigger mission. We need to learn more about that meteorite Dream Life is hiding under the dome. According to the warrant, we can go back there to run the final check of the crime scene. We need to use the time we still have under the dome to learn everything we can. I'll call Gloria and I think we can have a few more hands on deck. That's why we can't have nice things, guys. Under the dome. Let's go to the additional investigation next. It's been Pitching Case 8. Over and out. Alright, so let me hit up Kian and let him know when he's editing. Case 3 had tons of spoilers on chapter 3. Now we'll do the additional investigation because we have all of the stars that we need. Yep. Alright folks, Pitching Case 88, we are back on Criminal Case on Facebook. Let's head on to the additional investigation. And now that he's locked up for murder, we can return to the bigger mission. We need to learn more about the meteorite Dream Life is hiding under the dome. According to the warrant, we can go back there to run a final check of the crime scene. We need to use the time we still have under the dome to learn everything that we can. I'll call Glory. I think we'll need a few more hands on deck. Secret Agent Ace, I really hope that is the last time I see of you now that your investigation is wrapping up. Oh, Miss Pierre, we have a few loose ends to tie up just to make sure we haven't forgotten anything. Well then, you better get a move on so you can leave soon. Someone really doesn't want us around here. But Rupert does. I just got word he wants to meet us in the rec room. This would be a good time to talk, he said. No one should be there. Well, I hope we found out something about the meteorite. We need to know what Dream Life is doing with that thing. They've hidden that meteorite in this dome and lied to the public by calling it a satellite. I doubt that they're up to any good. So far, nobody inside the dome has given an indication of what they're working on, and it's getting frustrating. Hey Ace, I'm here and ready to start shaking Dream Life's trees to see what falls out. After you and Jones talk to Rupert, we should go snooping around the labs. I'm sure we'll find something. Under the dome. Love it. What's up, Mortimer? Ace, we don't got a long talk before we'll come in here and take a break. I've been looking at the meteorite and trying to gain access to it. The situation is delicate. Please do not interfere for now. Why haven't you gotten access? You're a scientist here. Access is extremely limited, even for scientists. For now, they have me reviewing the work of others and running some equations. What is clear is that the meteorite has some very unusual properties that Dream Life is trying to take advantage of somehow. This brings me to the radiation. But Rupert, the radiation is harmless. We know Dream Life just trumped up its importance to keep people away. It may not be dangerous, but the radiation is coming from the meteorite. I need you to find a way to study the radiation properties while I'm working on getting access to the meteorite. I have heard that there's a radiation measuring device on the platform. Perhaps you can borrow a sample of it for a mirror. So it's worth a shot. Anything to figure out what the heck is going on here. Let's get to the platform, Ace. Before you go investigate, Ace, Dreamlock gave me more and more Pickering starting bonus. I do not want their ill-gotten gains. Let the Pilgrims of OPD take the money. Take it. Take it. Sweet. Chain. There's the radiation device. Map. There we go. Not my best, but. Ace, this device has a radiation sticker on it. Could it be that thing Rupert said measures radiation? Normally I wouldn't touch anything marked radioactive with a 10-foot pole. Good thing we know it's not the normal sort of radiation. There's a locked compartment on the device too. Good point, Ace. That's probably where the samples are kept. Think you can get it open? Broken glass. Was that not it? Okay, circuit board. Oh, there it is. You think the pile of broken glass can help us out? I guess you'll have to piece that together to see what it is. Yep. That's this one. Shoot. Well, these look like samples attached to this radiation device thing, so they're probably what we need. We should just samples to a mirror and see what we can make of them. Interesting. Dome opening day. Interesting. Look, Ace, there's photos that appear etched into the glass cube you could reconstruct it. But no wonder it's one of those fancy glass cube photos. It's from the opening day of the dome. I recognize this here, but who's that guy standing next to her? If he's been here since day one, the man in the photo must know a lot about the life under the dome. Let's see if Kathy can identify him. Logan, Ace has some information for you on the man in the glass cube photo next to Miss Pierre. His name's Kai Gruber. He's a well-known Austrian scientist, but I don't think he'll be of much help. He's not working in the dome anymore. Gruber reminds me of Die Hard. Was he fired or did he quit? Neither. Gruber's been locked up in the Brahmin Psychiatric Hospital for the last few months. Locked up? Why? What happened? No idea. The dome's resident therapist, Dr. Catherine Kelly, signed Gruber's transfer to Bromden. She might know more. I hope Dr. Kelly will be willing to talk about a patient, Ace. It's worth a shot. That seems very highly unlikely. So Amir, what is this meteorite emitting? What did you manage to figure out from those radiation samples? Well, this is simplifying a lot. These are lead samples that absorb radiation because lead is... Oh, come on, don't nitpick, Amir. What did you find? Well, I discovered that the radiation was weird. It's similar to lambda radiation, except the particles were... Well, never mind those details. My point is, we encountered a much weaker version of this type of radiation in those mushrooms from the forest near the dome. And this explains a lot now that I know the source of the radiation is extraterrestrial. We don't have this on Earth, so we have no metric to judge it on or its properties. The really weird thing is that while testing, I had the samples next to one of my potted plants, and this plant had severe root rot. I was about to throw it out, but after the plant spent a long time near the samples, I noticed that it looked much greener and healthier. So you're saying that the radiation has healing properties? It's not quite that simple. I couldn't recreate my accidental success with the plants, so I really don't know how or why that worked. That being said, the radiation might, under some circumstances, have a beneficial effect. We need to see the meteorite itself, because that's the radiation source. Until we study it, we can't know for sure. Well, Rupert is getting us access to the meteorite. Maybe we can ask Dr. Vega about the radiation now that we know what to ask. What's up, Catherine? Hello, detectives. What are you doing here? Miss Pierre told me that the police had left the dome. Well, Dr. Hill, we have a few questions about our former dome scientist, Kai Gruber. We understand that he's in a psychiatric facility now. Oh, Gruber. Sad story. He's why I was hired as a resident therapist here. Miss Pierre wanted to ensure that no one experienced such psychiatric difficulties again. After all, life under the dome can be challenging. Some people might find it claustrophobic or confining, but since I arrived, everything has just been fine. I see. And Gruber, what sort of psychiatric difficulties did he experience? Now, you know that I cannot break doctor-patient privilege, but I imagine that you can try and see Gruber at the facility and ask him any questions you might have. I would advise you to take a lava lamp from the recreation room, however, before he was sent to Brahman. It was the only thing that kept him calm. He would sit on a pile of pillows here and just watch the lava lamp for hours. Sometimes he would even talk to it. He called it Benny Lava. I suppose we should go back there and look for that lava lamp. I wonder, Ace, does the rec room have snacks? Because I'm starving. Let's talk to Dr. Vega. Dr. Vega, we want to ask you some questions about the radiation surges here happening at the dome. I don't see how that's a police matter. Scientific research is not a crime. Well, sometimes two are more linked than you think. And we now know that the radiation might have healing properties, so I'll be reporting you to Rosetta Pierre for your impertinent questions. I'm not telling you anything, about radiation or otherwise. We have strict instructions here about what information we share. Unless you want to detain me for a crime, you can't make me talk. Wow. Well, I guess Secret Agent Ace will have to get to the bottom of this without your help. Cream Life hasn't heard the last of us. Heck no, they haven't. Pillows. I don't see a lava lamp anywhere, Ace, but Dr. Kelly did mention a pile of pillows. You're right. Maybe you can dig through those throw pillows and see if the lamp is under them. Possibly. Seems likely. Yep, looks like it's there. Looks like a cracking on it, on the pillows. There we go, lava lamp. We found a lava lamp in that pile of pillows, Ace. Nice catch. Now we can take this lamp to see Kai Gruber at the Bromden Psychiatric Hospital. Hopefully it will calm Gruber enough that he'll be able to tell us what happened in his time under the dome. I mean, at least it looks like he's alive. Hi Gruber, we have some questions to ask you. Oh, Benny Lava, you brought my friend to see me. Dear Benny Lava, it feels like years since we last spoke. Well, we did bring your friend, so you last saw Benny Lava under the dome, so you remember what life was like there. Well, that awful glass castle, I lived in a nightmare that haunts me. Benny was my only friend. We appreciate that. Working there can be stressful at times. Do you think that it was stress that made me like that? It was that awful woman, that Rose, who poisons everything. Wait, you mean Rosetta Pierre? Yes, but I cannot say more. You're here working for her, and she bugged Benny Lava. Now she will find me, and then... No. Alright, thanks for talking to us, Dr. Gruber. Well, that poor man, he's clearly terrified of Rosetta Pierre. We know she could be a taskmaster, but he thinks she can track him down and hurt him or something. Good call, Ace. We were to discuss our findings with the others at the office before we go forward. Yeah, she's psycho. Well, Ace, we have two extremely stressed scientists painting a strange picture of life under the dome. Ernesto Vega got livid and refused to say a word about the radiation of the meteorite. From what Amir said, we know that the meteorite's radiation might have had some beneficial properties, but in that case, what is Dream Life afraid of us finding out? And then there's the mysterious case of Kai Gruber, who went mad and was committed to Bromden Hospital and is now deathly afraid of Rosetta Pierre. So Ace, one thing has become clear. We really need to confront Rosetta Pierre about all this. Oh shoot, we're going to talk to her right now? That seems kind of dangerous. She's going to be pissed. Alright. I'm down to do it if you're down to do it. Hey Miss Pierre, earlier you tried to spin a tale about dangerous radiation from the meteorite inside the dome. But we found that the radiation might have beneficial effects, which you are being really quiet about. Wait, so you think that you know more about it than we do, the people who've been studying it for over a year? Well, we would know more if we could get our hands on the rest of the research, but you clearly trained your scientists to keep mum. We demand an explanation. Well, demand all you like. There's no crime here, so you don't have a warrant to touch any research, and I'm not about to go place groundbreaking discoveries in police hands. We could get you on grounds of misleading the public. After all, you've been lying to everyone about what you're doing here. Well, that's cute. Try taking that to court. See how harassing a company that pays a ton of taxes to the city goes for you. In the meantime, leave us alone. Your investigation is done. Get out. Not so fast. What about Kai Gruber? Working under the dome apparently drove him mad. The man is terrified of you. It was an embarrassing but very short chapter here. Some employees just can't handle the pressure, and I was as shocked as anyone that Gruber cracked. But I'm praying for his hospitalization from my own pocket. What else can I do? Look, whatever you're trying to pin on me, you won't succeed. I advise you let the Grimsboro PD keep your noses out of Dream Life's perfectly legal operations from now on. And don't roll your eyes at me, Secret Agent Ace. Here, take a little souvenir from life under the dome. Now I've got a plane to catch, so bye-bye. Eye-rolling face. I actually really like that. She really knows how to slip out of tough situations, but if she thinks we're going to stop looking into Dream Life and that meteorite, she better think again. True enough, but she's right at that obtaining a warrant for their research looks difficult. I'll keep pushing, but for now we'll need to keep trying to obtain information covertly. Well, luckily we got Rupert under there. Hopefully he's blending in okay among all these stressed out scientists. And speaking of Rupert, wasn't he supposed to check in with us and give us a report on the meteorite? Rupert, what do you got for us? I found out something about the meteorite. It's... Oh no, someone's here. What in the... Oh crap. We gotta get back to the dome right now. Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Well, let's hope that we're gonna be able to figure this out next week and that they don't delay us. They've been pretty good about releasing them every week, so. Yep, next Thursday. So I will see you all next Thursday. Sorry about the chat. We had a couple of spoilers and all the mods were away. So hopefully next week will be better. I'll see you guys later. It's been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out.